Okay, so today we're going to continue with order of operations. So yesterday we were talking about the order in which you need to solve a problem when it has multiplication, addition, subtraction, division in it, and when it also has parentheses or groups. Okay, so always when you're doing this kind of work, you should be writing it on your paper, and we're going to do GEMDAS, okay, instead of PEMDAS because the G stands for groups or parentheses. Excuse my dog barking, I apologize. So you're going to do the groups first, the exponents, then multiplication and division from left to right, and then addition and subtraction from left to right. So you start on the left and you go to the right, okay, for addition and subtraction and multiplication and division. So let's see, here it's 12 times 4 plus 10 times 8. All right, so there is no groups. There is no exponents. There is no, well, there is multiplication. So we're going to do our multiplication from left to right. So we start on the left-hand side, and we're going to say 12 times 4, which is 48. And then what you do is you bring it down and you rewrite the problem each time so that you don't get confused. Now it says 48 plus 10 times 8. Well, we still have to do the multiplication first because remember, we're going left to right and we're going in this order. So we can't skip to addition because we still have another multiplication problem to do. So we're going to bring down our 48 and we're going to do 10 times 8, which is 80. Now there's no division, but there is addition. So we're going to add. So you're going to add 48 plus 80. So 8 plus 0 is 8. 4 plus 8 is 12. Okay, so it said the table shows the number of calories burned in 1 minute for 2 different activities. Nathan swims for 4 minutes and then runs for 8 minutes. How many calories has Nathan burned in all? So we did swimming, right, for the times the 4 minutes, and we have to add it to the running times the 8 minutes. And we have to add it together because they want to know how many calories has he burned in all. Oops, sorry. Okay, so he burned 128 calories in all. The reason we get the right answer is because we did this in the right order. As long as everyone follows the same order of operations, you'll get the right answer. Okay, so let's try another example. Perfect, 128 calories. All right, so let's try this one. So here it says parentheses include brackets as well as braces. That's why instead of the P, we do the G. So again, I'm going to draw it because if you see it, you'll know and you'll remember. So GDAS. Okay. So you do groups or parentheses or brackets, exponents, multiplication, and then division from left to right, and then addition and subtraction from left to right. All right, so let's give it a shot. It says 20 minus 4 plus 4. And you see all these parentheses and brackets, so it could be confusing. That's why they're going to take it step by step. So the first thing we're going to do is this parentheses. So we're going to divide 10 by 2. And you're probably going to say, but Mrs. Smith, division's down here. You're right. However, we have to do what's in the groups or the parentheses first. Okay, so we're going to do 10 divided by 2, which is 5. Awesome. Now, that was in this parenthesis. Okay, now inside this bracket, right, you have 4 plus 5. Okay, so we have to do that. So we have to do 4 plus 5, which is 9. Now again, you have inside this bigger bracket, you still have this 4, and it becomes 4 plus 9. So that's 13. Then you have to do the subtraction. So 20 minus 13 is 17. I know that seems very confusing, but you're just doing one step at a time. We're doing 10 divided by 2, which is 5. Okay, and now you bring down the rest of this problem the exact same way. That way you won't get confused. Then you did 4 plus 5, which is 9. Then you have to still bring this 4 down and your 20 down. If you go step by step, it'll be much less confusing. Great job. Okay, let's try one more together. Okay, so it says write the expression. So this is an expression. That's what that's called. Okay, so we're going to write it in. 28, fill in the gaps, plus 2 times 4 to the second power divided by 8. All right, so the first thing we're going to do, remember, G, E, M, D, A, S. Remember, groups, exponents, multiplication, division from left to right, and addition and subtraction from left to right. So the first thing we're going to do is, what is 4 to the second power? Okay, inside here. Because to do the equation in here, in this groups, we need to know what 4 to the second power is. And you're going to see that it says exponents here, okay? And I'm doing it before the whole group, but that way we can figure out what 4 to the second power really means. And 4 to the second power really means 4 times 4. Okay, so that's 16. So now you're going to do that first set of parentheses. So you're going to do 2 times 16. So for those of you that want to do that on the side, if you don't know it by heart, that's okay. Don't guess. Just do it on the side. 6 times 2 is 12. 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3. Good. Now you have 32 divided by 8 because you're going to do this bracket. Good. 4. And now you're going to add. So they tell you the steps. You write the expression. You found 4 to the second power, which was your exponent. Then you multiplied. Then you divided. Then you added. So 28 plus 4 is 32. Okay? So if you go step by step, you'll be okay to find the right answer. I know it looks tricky, but we will practice a lot. Okay? Beautiful job. All right, so you're going to try a couple on your own.